Just adjusting that just to make sure. Okay, right, we're good to go. Good evening. Welcome to our live bump room class. Okay, another week down. So yay, fingers crossed. There won't be too many more ahead of us, but we're getting through them. We're getting through them. I hope everyone is well. Hope bumps are well, and you're doing okay at this time. So let's get moving for half an hour, 40 minutes, and hopefully you'll feel a good bit energized, a good bit looser, a good bit better after the next little bit of work that we're going to do. So as usual, we are starting off on the ball, okay? So we're just going to start loosening out. We'll start off with just some pelvic rolls, okay? So just nice big circles, loosening out all around the pelvis and lower back area. And that's it. Leading the movement with your pelvis and using the ball then to support you as you're moving. That's it. You can inhale as you come back. Exhale, just hugging the bump in. Inhale and exhale. Just change direction, go the opposite way, leading with the pelvis. And again, just loosening out any stiffness around your lower back and pelvic area, any soreness, any tightness you're having here over the last few days. Lovely to do a little bit of just mobility on the ball. And you can be using the ball at home as much as you want to be. It's a good tool and a great tool for labour as well. So get used to moving on the ball during the pregnancy. Okay, well done. So from there into our pelvic tilts. I'm just going sideways just so you see what's going on. I'll take my hands out of the way. So inhale, we're sitting up a little taller, bump is relaxed. And then exhale, just hugging that bump in as you're rocking back a little bit through your pelvis. Inhale, sitting up tall. Exhale. And we're moving again, our lower back and pelvis, they're moving separately. So we don't want to be like one big block here. We want to be able to move separately between the lower back and pelvis. That's it. Reducing any stiffness here, loosening ourselves out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Just two more. Last one. That's it, great stuff. Okay, so from there, we're going to add in a little bit of arm work, and we're going to just inhale, just floating the arms up, exhale out to the side. Inhale, floating up, exhale out to the side, and keep the tension out of the shoulders. Inhale and exhale, just nice floating movements, reducing the tension through the upper shoulders. Keep the shoulders out of the ears. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, we're going to stop at the top, link the fingers and push the palm up to the ceiling, grow tall, stretch it up there. And then we're going to add our side bend and receive that stretch to the opposite side. That feels really nice through the opposite side, loosening out any tension, any tightness, any discomfort you're having here. You can add a little rotation as well, just to get a little bit of extra stretch if that's comfortable for you. That's it, opposite side. So bend and then add the rotation as you wish. Push the palms out to the far side, receive that stretch. One more either side, and add a little rotation. That's it. Coming up, and opposite side again, and rotate. Pushing the palms out. That's it, guys. Just receiving that nice stretch through the side, through the ribs. And we're going to do our side stretch as well, off the ball. So lengthening the fingers. Again, receiving that stretch. Imagine someone literally pulling your fingertips to the far wall. That's it. And then just coming up, opposite side, rest the elbow down, come up and over. And again, imagine someone pulling those fingertips to the far side. Receive the stretch. That's it. Feels nice to just loosen it. We're going to do our roll downs. Inhale, roll the shoulders. Exhale, chin to chest. Hands coming down the legs. Lengthening the fingers out in front. Just hanging here. Feel a nice stretch from your lower back all the way up to your shoulders. Bump is just nice and relaxed here. Take a breath in and breathing out. We're stacking back up gently. Just hugging the bump into our back as we come back up. Inhale, roll the shoulders. Chin to chest. That's it. This time we're going to just hold on to the ankles and we're just going to rock forwards and back, heels to toes, just forwards and backs. And as we lift the toes up and come onto the heels, just feeling a little stretch up through the backs of the legs. So we're just rocking forward and backwards. That's it. Just receiving that stretch, loosening everything out here in our warm up. That's it. And take a breath in as we hang here. Exhale, hugging the bump gently into our back, stacking back up our spine level by level. That's it, just rolling the shoulders and just one at a time. That's it. Our palms out in front. We're going to do our spine twist. Okay, so take a breath in as we breathe out. Imagine you're just pulling a bow and arrow and adding little pulses just into the end of range there. Just receive that stretch in the middle of your back. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, and again, just little pulses into the end of the range. Coming back again, one more either side, and just rotating. That's it. Little pulses to just get that extra bit of stretch into the range. Opposite side again. That's it. Little stretches. And coming out of that, relaxing down. Palms facing each other once more. We're going to do our chest stretch. So we're going to open and extend the wrists back. That's it. And then just sweep forward, link the fingers, drop the chin to the chest, and just receive that stretch through the upper back. That's it. Open and extend the hands back. Feel that in your chest. And then sweeping forward, chin to chest. Feel that in the upper back. And just one more. Inhale, open, extend the wrists back. And then exhale, sweep forward, chin to chest. That's it. Well done. Okay, let's just do a few belly breaths just to center ourselves and connect with our bump. Okay, so placing the hands, you can have one hand on the top, one hand below, or both hands just on the bump. We're feeling for the rise. As you inhale, your tummy should rise, fingers should open out, okay? So really filling the lungs all the way, deep breath. So we're going to inhale through the nose. We're going to hold that for 3, 2, 1. Then exhale slowly, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. So try not to just breathing into the upper airways and bringing the tension through your shoulders. Really breathe all the way down. Your fingers, as I say, should rise. Fill the lungs. Imagine you've got 2 beach balls and you want to fill both of them and really all the way. And again, inhale through the nose. Get all that air in and a little bit more and hold it for 3, 2, 1. Slowly exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. A nice slow exhale. Really good too for labor as well as your deep breathing exercise. So practicing them during pregnancy, just really nice to kind of get you used to them. Let's go again. Inhale through the nose. And hold 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Okay. All right. So hopefully we're feeling a little bit looser. Before we get up into standing, so we're actually going to do a little bit of an aerobics work just to get the heart rate up. So this is recommended in pregnancy to do a little bit of aerobic exercise, but nothing that has you out of breath, okay? So if you find you're getting breathless, you can't hold a conversation, you're working too hard, okay? So you should be able to have a conversation. That's the effort that you should be working at, but it is good to get the heart rate up, good for you and good for the baby, okay? But if you're struggling maybe and you just feel the pelvis isn't very comfortable this week, you could do a little bit of aerobics on the ball. So you can actually do a little bit of jumping jacks and that on the ball. So we might all just do a little bit of this. So we're just going to kind of get ourselves all warmed up, and then if you want, you can just stay on the ball. So just moving the feet, so starting the feet parts of the jumping jacks, and then you can add in the arms, okay? So you're still getting that little bit of heart rate up, but your pelvis is just nice and supported on the ball, so there isn't much impact there, and it should just be nice and comfortable for you. So you could be doing your jumping jacks and that on the ball. You can make that a little bit kind of more challenging, so we can do like punches up to the ceiling, out to the side, ceiling, out to the side, ceiling, out to the side. We'll go ceiling, front, out to the side, ceiling, front, out to the side. In the classes, it's always funny because we always find it's hard to get everyone in sync with this because it gets a little bit confusing. So ceiling, front, out to the side. So just feel your heart rate rising and just getting that little bit of effort going, but as I say, very comfortable on the ball. So we're definitely a little bit warmed up now. So we're going to come up into standing. We're going to put the balls at the side for now. If you do have a resistance band and you want to work a little harder, we're going to do a little bit of aerobics with the band, okay? If you don't have band, don't worry. Just do the movements without the band, okay? The band just adds a little bit more effort. The resistance, we're going to place it just nice and wide around the shoulders. So like so. Okay, so as I say, if you have it, great. If you don't worry. So just take it in each hand here and just enough resistance. So this is the sort of way we're going to be moving. So just make sure you don't have it too tight. You can ease off the slack. Okay, so that the tighter you're holding it, the more resistance you're going to have from the band. So we're just going to start off with very, very simple, just basic movements, okay? Nothing crazy here, just very, very simple basic movements. But we're just going to try, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set my timer here for 4 minutes, and we're going to just try and stay moving for 4 minutes continuously, okay? And this is where we want to just get that heart rate up a little bit. So we're just going to add in some arm work with it, okay? That's it. So just punching out to the side, and as I say, with the resistance, just making you work a little bit harder, but don't worry if you don't have it. Okay, that's it. Out to the side. Punches, punches, and nice energy. Punches, punches, punches out to the side. And we're going to add in some up to the ceiling. That's it. So just stay moving, out to the side with your feet, just our basic step, and then our arms working as well. That's it. So just keep it going. Punches. Well done. And hopefully you're feeling comfortable, okay? Maybe the heart rate is going up a little bit. You're just working a little bit more. You're just warming up a little bit more. We'll go back to out to the side. That's it. But as I say, you should still be able to hold a conversation, talk comfortably. That's it. Well done. And just stay with me. Okay, let's just break it up a little bit. We're going to do some squats. So we're going to use the band and we're going to do squats. 1, 2, 3, up onto the toes. So 1, 2, 3, and toes. 1, 2, 3, and toes. 1, 2, 3, toes. 1, 2, 3, and toes. Back into our basic movement. That's it. Well done. Again, as I say, all we want to do is just keep moving continuously here for 4 minutes, okay, for that aerobic. That's it. So we're going to just stay with this. Again, if you've got any pelvic discomfort, this is the position to just stay in, okay? If you want to do a little bit of a different movement, we can go for our heels to bump. Okay, so our bump kicks, taking the band out in front of us, and we're going to do arm openings with it. That's it. Or, as I say, just stick with this, using your resistance band as you go. So if you're comfortable, you're going into that heel to bum kick. That's it. Heel to bum. Stay with it. Well done. And you know when that buzzer goes off. Okay, we've another 1.5 minutes to go. That's it. Excellent stuff. Well done, guys. And we're going to go into some squats. So we're going to pulse 1, 2, 3, up onto the toes. 1, 2, 3, toes. 1, 2, 3, toes. 1, 2, 3, toes. Back to these, okay? So again, either your basic step or your heel to bump. Minute to go. That's it. So we're moving 3 minutes now. And it's getting a little bit warmer. Okay, so using the resistance, it's definitely getting warmer. Okay, just getting us moving that a little bit more. Or back to your basic one. That's it. And your punches. That's it, well done, we're nearly there. Pushing out to the side. And up to the ceiling. And into our squats. 1, 2, 3, and toes. 1, and there's the timer going off. That's 4 minutes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Last one. Okay, brilliant. Take a little breather. Excellent. Grab some water if you have it there near you. Okay. In the classes, we just add in a little bit of the aerobics work. Maybe not every week, okay? But as I say, you can just feel yourself. Definitely the heart rate is up a little bit higher. And that is, as I say, beneficial to you and to the baby. Okay. Are we up for a little bit? A little bit more work, okay? So from here, we're going to take the band and we're going to, if you have it, again, don't worry if you don't, wrap it around the knees, okay? So just make a double knot or a little bow with it. Should open up after, okay? You just want to add a little bit of resistance around the legs, and again, you absolutely don't have to have this, okay? But we're just adding it in if you want to work a little bit harder, okay? So just go down maybe to one side of your mat. What we're going to do is we're going to go into our squat position, and we're going to do little steps in our squat, okay? So feeling the resistance from the band, so side steps. That's it, side steps. 3 and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Great stuff. Stay with me. 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Take a little breather. And we're going to come down into our squat position. And we did these last week. I'll just step back a little bit so you can see. So what we're going to do is just lift up one heel, okay? And on that side, we're going to rotate the knee out, okay? We've got a little bit of resistance this time, if you have it, okay? And you're twisting the knee out and back in. Stay in your squat. Out and in. Out and in. Out and in. Well done. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Just coming up for a sec. We're going to just repeat that on the other side. So we're coming down. And again, just keep the tension on the band. Lifting that opposite heel up. Rotate the knee out and in. Out and in. Out and in. Well done, guys. And as I say, if you don't have the resistance, you're just working this exact movement with no band. We did that last week. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Okay. Just take the band out from around the knees. Okay. So if you have it, we're going to place it under the feet. So we're going to place it down under the feet. And again, if you don't have this, you can do this movement without it, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to take it down towards the feet. And we're going to come into this position. So the lower down you take the band, the more resistance you're going to get from the band. So what you don't want to be is in this rounded position that my back is in. You want to go into a straight back position, untuck the tailbone, so stick your bum out. So not like that, in that position, okay? So sticking the tailbone out, bending from your hips, taking the resistance, and what we're going to do is pull it up. That's it. So squeezing through the bum. It's a little bit what we call our deadlift, okay? But just with the resistance of the band. So take a breath in, exhale, inhale, and exhale, strong coming up. Inhale to lower, exhale coming up. That's it. Inhale to lower. Don't cave, don't round your back. That's it. Inhale to lower, exhale. Inhale, lower, exhale. Well done, guys. And if that's a little bit easy, take the band a little bit lower down, okay? Get all the resistance from the band, then get yourself into position, untuck the tailbone. Inhale. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent stuff. Just release it out. Okay, dropping the band for a sec. And we're going to take a little breather, grab some water again as you need to. And what we're going to do now is we're going to get our balls back. Okay, so hopefully you have a wall somewhere near you. Okay, so place your ball up against your wall. Okay, I'll give you a second if you need to go and find somewhere you can do that, okay? So you just want to place the ball just behind your back, okay? I know my feet aren't in great view now, but what I'm doing is I'm walking my feet out a little bit in front now, so my feet are ahead of my knees and ahead of my hips, okay? So that I'm at a bit of a diagonal there, but my back then when I come down is going to be nice and straight, okay? So what we're going to do is a little squat series with the ball, okay? So our first one is what we call our regular squat. So it's coming down and back up, okay? As we're coming up, we can add in the elbows back towards the ball, so you're squeezing the shoulder blades back in towards each other. Inhale and exhale. So these are just our regular wall squats. That's it. So we're going to go for 10 of these. Well done. So the back should just be nice and straight, well supported by the ball, and the legs doing the work here. That's it. Inhale, exhale. 4. 2 more. Last one. Okay. So in the class, we'll usually maybe go around and get the women to count in maybe a few sets of regular, and then we add in pulses every other time. So our pulses are where we go down into our squat, but we stay here, okay? So stay here for the count of 10. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And up, back into our regulars, okay? For 10. Inhale and exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Well done, ladies. Just stay with me. Into our pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Regular. One more set of each. Okay, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Well done. 4, 3, 2, 1. One more set of pulses. 10. Stay there. Well done, guys. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feel it in the quads there. Okay, just give them a little smack. Shake out the legs. Okay, great stuff. Okay, so there are regulars and our pulses. So let's just do a few other variations of some squats down in this position. Okay, so again, feet are walked out a little bit further in front. We come down and our back is just nice and straight, supported by the ball. Okay, so when we're here, we're going to add in some heel raises. So again, if you can't see my feet, I'm just doing alternate heel lifts, right, left, staying in the squat. Okay, the deeper you go, the harder this will be. Okay, well done, but just try and stay in some level of a squat. Well done. 5, right, left. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Back up. Little smack to the quads and down for a little bit more. Okay. So we're going to come down and we're going to do some arm work with this. Okay, no resistance, just the arms moving. So frontal raises for 5, 4, staying in our squat. 3, 2, 1, and out to the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 more in front. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And brilliant stuff. And again, just shake out the legs a little bit. Okay, one more. Okay, we're going to do spine twist. Okay, so we're going to come down. We're going to place the hands out in front, link the fingers, and we're going to do a spine twist. Right to left. Right to left. But again, we're staying in that squat. To left. Right to left. 3 more. Right to left. 2. Last 1. And come up out of it. Brilliant. Just take the ball out from behind you. What we're going to do is we're just going to walk ourselves forward, give ourselves a nice little stretch here. So just walk the ball out in front of you. Your arms are long. You can just pop the head in between the shoulders. And what we want to do is untuck the tailbone. So don't be tucking the tailbone under around your back. Untuck the tailbone. Really receive that nice stretch now all up through the backs of your legs. And just take some nice breaths in and out. And you can add in little tail wags here, so left and right. Okay, so I'm just shifting my hips over to the right, over to the left. Little tail wags. You should feel a little bit more stretch coming into the inner thighs and up into the sides as well. That's it. Little tail wags. Excellent. Okay, we're going to walk the ball back up and we're going to place it in between the legs here. Just do a little exercise in this position. So you don't have to place the whole ball around the legs. Opening the legs out too wide might be uncomfortable. So just maybe take the middle third of the legs, okay? And you're placing it, just squeezing the ball in between your legs, okay? And our upper body is just going to rest over the ball. What we're going to do is we're going to do an inhale, relax. Exhale, then we're going to gently just squeeze the legs into the ball. We're going to lift the pelvic floor and hug our bump. So working all our deep muscles together. Inhale to release. Exhale, squeeze. Lift the pelvic floor, hug our bump. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale to release. Exhale to squeeze. Lift pelvic floor, hug the bump. 5, 4, don't hold your breath. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, release. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, release. Last one. Squeeze, lift, hug. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Okay. Dropping the ball out of the way here, just while we're here at our wall. Okay, you're at your, wherever you're leaning up against. My ball is rolling. Deciding it doesn't want to do what it's told. Okay, so we're going to do some side dips while we're here at the wall. Okay, so like we did in sideline on the mat. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to place our hand onto the wall, locking the arm out, bringing our feet out a little bit wider so we're at a horizontal, and we're going to inhale, just bring our hips to the wall, and then exhale, lifting up and over. So we're inhale, hips to wall, and then exhale, coming up and over, okay? And that's the wall we're holding for support. So inhale, exhale, nice stretch. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, exhale, up and over. Inhale, and exhale. Just receive that nice stretch. Just do one more on this side. That's it. Facing into the wall, just before we transition, let's just do a few press-ups here. Okay, so using the wall, tucking your chin in, just coming into the wall and pushing away for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Excellent. And we're going to just face the opposite way now, and we're going to do our side dips on this side. So again, lock the arm out, bring the feet out a little bit further, and then we're going to inhale, hips to wall, exhale, up and over. Inhale, hips to wall. Go as far as you can, each direction. Stretch into the wall as far as you can. Hips into the wall, hips away from the wall. 2 more. Hips into the wall, hips up and away. That's it. Excellent. Okay, how are we doing? Okay, we've nearly half an hour gone. We're going to do a little bit more work. We're going to come down onto the mat now. Take your band if you have it. We're going to come into long sitting on the mat, okay? So we're going to do a little bit of arm work here for our next few exercises. So if you have the band, you're placing it just wide around the feet. And your legs are long. Try and sit up nice and tall and try not to be sort of slouching back into that position. So sit up nice and tall in your seat bones. If the hamstrings are a little bit tight, just bend the knees a little bit, okay? So just maintain that upright posture. Think about the rest of you as well, tucking your chin in, nice length, okay? So watch your posture, okay? So from here, we're going to take the band and we're going to do some upright rows, okay? We're looking for shoulder blades squeezing in towards each other. We're keeping the elbows close to the body as we come back. So resistance is from the band. And we're squeezing shoulder blades in towards each other. Inhale to release, exhale and squeeze. Inhale to release, exhale, squeeze. Watch your posture. Maintain that nice upright posture the whole way through. Inhale, release, exhale and squeeze. Arms staying close to the body, so not out too wide, close to the body, squeezing shoulder blades in towards each other. That's it. Inhale to release, exhale to squeeze. Inhale to release, and squeeze. 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one, we're going to stay back here. Just pulse for 10 squeezes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release it. Brilliant. Okay, we're going to just work the backs of the arms. So we're going to take the band and place it just behind you're back here. You can come up into high kneeling for this one as well if you want, okay? So just placing the band like this. So this is the lower arm. This is the arm that's going to be working. Use the upper arm. Take a breath in. Exhale. Up we come. Inhale to lower. Exhale coming up. Inhale to lower. Exhale coming up. That's it. Careful that you're not letting your ribs flare as you're doing it. So keep your ribs connected over your pelvis. It's just the arm movement here, okay? That's it. So the lower arm is locked to our lower back and the upper arm is doing the work, okay? That's it. Feeling it in your triceps at the back of your arm for 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And just switch over. Opposite arm is going to be on top, okay? Lower arm locks to the lower back. So we're in this position. Take a breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale as we're coming up. And again, just watch the ribs over the hips. Inhale. Exhale. Well done. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Great stuff, guys. Okay, let's just loosen out the arms a little bit. Take one arm, bring it across the body and just stretch it. Okay, you can just wriggle the fingers a little bit as well. And then coming out of that, repeat that on the other side. That's it. And this time just take one arm behind the back of the head, stretching it down. That's it. So just pulling the arm so you're receiving the stretch through the back of the arm. And opposite side. That's it. We're just going to come back into long sitting again while we're here. We're going to just do a little bit of a stretch. So just bending one leg and the other leg straight. And we're just going to lean forwards, okay? So you do not have to touch your toes, okay? Obviously, the bump is going to get in the way here, but just go as far as you're comfortable. You can have your knee bent a little bit if you need to. So you're just bending forward as far as you're comfortable till you feel just a nice stretch through the back of the leg. If you're touching your toes, great. If not, don't worry, okay? So just receiving that stretch. And you can just do a little ankle rolls here as well if you're in this position. 2 legs together, dropping the knees out to the side just for a groin stretch. And adding in just a little side movement as well, just increases that stretch in the area. And then opposite leg, we're going to lengthen it out. We're going to lean towards it. Again, you can have the knee bent up a little bit. Straight if you're comfortable, touching the toes or touching wherever you're touching down along your leg. As I say, it's just till you feel the stretch just through the hamstrings at the back of your leg. And little ankle rolls here while we're at this. Okay, so we're going to go down onto our backs now for a further stretch, okay, for a little bit more stretching. So I would have said this in previous weeks, and again, we don't go on our backs every class, but there's lovely stretches that we can do on our back, and it's very safe just for short periods, okay? And if anyone is on their backs and doesn't feel well, just roll onto your side. But for the few minutes, it's very safe for short periods on our backs. Before we get down on our backs, if you have the band, pop it on, okay? So you can do the sequence with or without, but if you have it, use the band, okay? So place it just nice and wide around your foot, and we're going to come onto our side and then slowly transfer onto our backs, okay? So protecting our tummy, so you shouldn't be getting in and out like this the way I am, okay? So taking your time, rolling onto your side. All right, so from here, we're going to do a nice hamstring stretch, further hamstring stretch here. So you can use the band to draw your leg a little bit further towards your head. And again, you don't have to have the leg fully straight. If you can't and you're quite tight, that knee can be bent, okay? It's just to the point where you're feeling a nice stretch. So straighten if you can, print your heel up into the ceiling and just receive that nice static stretch. So holding that for about 20 to 30 seconds. You can do a static stretch where you just bring the knee to the chest and then push the heel up to the ceiling. Knee to chest, push the heel to the ceiling. Knee to chest, push the heel to the ceiling. And from there, you can keep the resistance in the band. If you have it, pull the elbows down to the mat, and that just gives a little bit of tension through the band. And you can add in your little calf pumps. So ankle movements up to the ceiling, pumping the ankle. That's it. And you can go for faster ones as well there. Okay, so a good way of getting any swelling out of the ankles if you are experiencing that. So nice little calf pumps in this position. Then we're going to release the band back into the right hand. Place the left hand down. Left knee is bent. And we're going to just do some leg circles. Okay, so just nice openings for the hip And just going as far as you're comfortable with the hip movement and supported by the band or not, okay? So you don't have to be. That's it. So nice leg circles here. And just last one. And what we're going to do, if you have the band, is place the left leg up into the band with the right leg, keeping the two legs there. Before we transition to the left side stretch, we're just going to take the band and we're going to do a little bit of a hip exercise, so an exercise for the bum, pushing the legs out in opposite directions. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. And again, pushing out, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release, and one more, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, and we're stretching the opposite side now. Okay, so pointing the heel up to the ceiling, straightening the leg, receive the stretch up through the back of your leg here, holding that for 20 to 30 seconds. That's it. And then we can go into our statics. So knee to chest, heel up, knee to chest, pushing the heel up, knee to chest. That's it. And keep the tension by pulling the elbows down and going into our ankle pumps on this side. So you can start with slow ones and then into our fast pumps as well. Well done, guys. Okay, hopefully you're all still feeling okay. We're going to go into our leg circles. So place the right hand down, circle with the left leg. That's it. So just nice big wide circles. The opposite knee stays nice and steady for this. That's it. And this is really just about opening up the hip, creating nice space through the hip joint and mobilizing the whole 360 degrees there. That's it. Last one and release. So we're going to take the band off. So just before we come up off our backs, we're going to just do 2 more stretches. We're going to bring the knee to the chest, one side and then the other. And then we're hugging our knees to our chest. Okay, so you can bring them out to the side to accommodate the bump. And we're just little pulses into this. So feeling a nice stretch in your lower back. And then we're also going to add in some little knee rolls here as well. And again, this is a nice opener for the hips, opening around the pelvic outlet here as well. And then our last one in this position, we're going to do our dead bug stretch, okay? So we're going to place the feet up to the ceiling. We're going to hold on to our feet and the inner ankles, and we're going to hold this position. And again, we're getting that nice stretch through the pelvic area, and we're going to add in our little ankle rolls here as well. That's it. When we're coming out of this now, we're just going to bring one leg at a time, followed by the other. We're going to use our elbows and our heels, shift our bum to the side, roll onto our side, and then push up through our elbow and our hand to come up into this position. Okay, so we're going to just come onto all fours, onto our hands and knees. And we're just going to do a little bit of pelvic tilting here. So we're going to inhale, untuck the tailbone, relax the bump, exhale then, arching up and dropping the head, hugging the bump into our backs. Inhale, release, exhale. Inhale, release, and exhale, hug. That's it, just a few more of these now. Instead of going into our long glute stretch that we've done in previous weeks, what we're going to do is we're just going to cross one leg over the other, so right over left, and then just leaning towards that right side. And you should feel that stretch just through your hip and bum area. That's it, it's just leaning into it, going as far as you're comfortable. Feel that stretch on the outer hip. Coming out of it, uncross the legs, place the left over the right now, and then pushing into the left side. That's it. So if you're just short on time, it's just a little bit of a quicker stretch if you want to get a nice stretch in your bum. That's it. And coming out of that, we're going to curl the toes underneath us, walk our hands back. Well done. Rolling up into standing. That's it. Okay. And we're just going to loosen out here, rolling the shoulders. We're going to bring one ear to the shoulder. Just feel the stretch on the opposite side. And coming back. And opposite ear to opposite shoulder. Releasing any tension here. Coming out of that. Inhale, just going to bring the tension into our shoulders as we inhale and exhale. Just release it. Inhale, building the tension. Exhale. Release. And one more. Inhale, tension in the shoulders. Exhale. Shake it off. Okay. All right. So thanks for joining me for the class tonight. Ailish will be with us again later in the week. Just keep an eye on Instagram and Facebook to tell you when that class is going to be on. And I'll be back again Tuesday evening, all going well. So stay safe and see you then. Take care.